Welcome back for another Waterfowl Wednesday, and today we're going to be talking about the best way to get into duck hunting. I get a lot of messages through Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat asking me what is the best way to get into duck hunting. And there's really only one way in my own mind that can be considered the best way to get into it, because you know, duck hunting isn't something that you can just do. You can't just walk out and go kill a bunch of ducks. You have to be taught. Teaching somebody how to duck hunt and learning how to duck hunt, you can learn a lot from the internet. But there's a difference between watching YouTube videos and reading articles online and actually being in the field. And so what I would say is the best way to get into duck hunting is to find somebody who duck hunts and then see if they will take you out. So with me, how I got into duck hunting is I never went before my freshman year of college. And so I was on winter break my freshman year, and Adam calls me up. He's like, dude, let's go duck hunting. I'm like, okay, but I've never been before. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. He took me out for my first time. We went down to the Merzine refuge, and we didn't kill any ducks that day. It was snowing really hard, and I mean, it was like a perfect day to duck hunt, but we just didn't know what we were doing. Adam had been duck hunting before. He went with his family, his dad and his uncle and his cousin. They all went out over Thanksgiving, and Adam was like, dude, I gotta get back into doing this. And so, long story short, I was hooked from my first day out. We went out a couple more times over break, but we never shot any birds. But that just kind of got me started with duck hunting. And then after that, I really learned how to duck hunt by hunting with people who have really done it before. And that comes with Luke and Lane and Shane, and all last year. Well, not last season, but the season before that. That was the season where I really learned how to duck hunt, and now anymore it's just like second nature. I kind of went on a tangent there, but I hope it makes sense. The best way to get into duck hunting, in my own personal opinion, is to find somebody who duck hunts and have them take you out, because that way you won't have to invest money in decoys. You won't have to figure out how to scout birds. And basically you will learn the basics of setting a decoy spread, building a blind, shooting birds, calling birds, knowing when to pull up to shoot birds, because you'll be there with somebody who's done it before. Can you do it by yourself and get into it by just learning through the internet and reading and all this stuff? Hypothetically, yes, but you don't get the same experience as if you go with somebody else who knows what they're doing. You won't get that first-hand, you know, it's really hard to explain, because you cannot learn duck hunting through the internet 100%. I would say you can learn maybe like 20% on the internet, new tactics, new tips, but your basics that you're going to learn are in the field and actually being out there and calling and shooting at birds. Try your best to see if you can find somebody who duck hunts. That is my best advice I can give you. So for all you guys who are looking at getting into duck hunting, there you go. Find somebody who will take you out duck hunting and really take that opportunity to learn from them and keep that connection. Really see if you can go out more than once with that person, because you're just gonna learn more and more each time you go out. And you know, you can learn from the internet, but you're gonna learn a heck of a lot more in the field. That's all I've got for that topic. It's hard for me to explain this stuff. So like you guys asked me to do a lot of instructional videos, like the calling videos. It's very, very, very difficult to teach somebody when and how to blow the call, because that is something that you learn in the field. Because I know exactly when I see them on a corner, I know exactly when to blow that call to get them to turn. Blow it too early, won't work. You blow it too late, they're gone. So it's something that you learn in the field, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time explaining things because it's learning in the field. So figure out a way to get into the field and learn, and keep learning, keep an open mind, and really, really hit it hard. Follow me on my social media. I've also got a P.O Box in the description of the video, so send me some fan mail and I'll open it on camera and we'll start our brag board that we've talked about before. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the next one.